What's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? This is probably one of the most serious videos I've ever made. I've made mention before in a few videos that I'm a multiple heart attack survivor. I had my first heart attack at the age of 32. It's a genetic flaw in my family. There's heart conditions on both sides of my parents' family. So that kind of fucking sucks balls. And I also did a lot of damage to my heart in 2003. After the death of my stepmother, I jumped into cocaine pretty fucking hardcore for about 5.5, 6 months. I was pretty fucked up for a while. I was self-employed at the time, and the ability to write your own paycheck in the middle of a blizzard is a foolish fucking thing. I actually made a 5-part video about this for Sunhouse 76. Steve, the Verbally Vicious Nation family member from the United Kingdom, actually made a 5-part video for him based on my addiction, where it's taken me, you know, and where I'm at now. That's set to private though, because there's a lot of private information in it, but it explained a lot about the coke habit. And along with the genetic flaw, like I said, I fell into coke pretty hard for a little bit. I grew up in a family-owned and operated construction company, and I had a piss-poor diet for years. For almost 11 years, it was mandatory for every foreman to meet for breakfast to go over what was happening that day with your crew. And the bacon and eggs and greasy bullshit, you know what I mean? That fucking builds up in your arteries after a while. I've recently started a cardio rehabilitation program, which is kind of cool and all. You know, they want you to work out, do some fucking exercise and shit like that. But there's also, they've made mention of possibly a bypass. My family doctor has suggested that might be coming up soon. And that would suck balls. I'm fucking 37 years old. When I go to cardio rehab, I'm the youngest motherfucker in the building by about 15 years. Frightening. People look at me like, what the fuck is he doing here? But I can't even count the amount of heart attacks. Well, the heart incidents I've had, I can't even count them on one hand anymore. But it seems like a cool program. Just, I need more help than they're offering right now. It's just information. One of the things that I am not is a smart patient. I sign myself out of the hospital AMA, against medical advice, almost religiously. I don't know how to pronounce the phobia. I think it's nosocomophobia. N-O-S-O-C-O-M-E phobia. That's the fear of hospitals, and I've suffered from that my whole life. I remember when I was born, I was crying my eyes out. That building scared the shit out of me so bad. But I suffer from that phobia. Hospitals fuck me up big time. And they're also smashing between 12 to 15 units of morphine in me per hour due to the pain. I hope you guys never have a heart attack, but if you ever do, you'll understand the pain involved. There's no words that would describe that amount of pain. If between 1 and 10, and 10 being the absolute maximum, 7 trillion wouldn't come close enough to describing the fucking pain. Like the hand of Christ smashing through your fucking breastplate and just squeezing for the life of it. During my first heart attack, I was actually taken to a hospital without cardiac care. Fully qualified doctors and everything. They just lacked the equipment to help me. I was taken to the closest geographical hospital because I was having a heart attack. They were convinced I was on cocaine, which I swore that I wasn't. And I wasn't. I actually quit cocaine 6 months and 2 days before my first heart attack. But they were convinced that I was all whacked out on yay. Nay, nay. But I ended up laying in St. Joe's Hospital in London, Ontario for about 7 hours. And they couldn't do nothing for me. They couldn't stabilize my heart rhythm, couldn't do anything. What I needed was an angiogram, have my artery smashed open with a stent or a balloon, and that hospital didn't offer that service. Probably 3.5, 4 hours into it, I was literally begging for death. I was. Too much pain for your body to comprehend, and I couldn't pass out. That was the frightening thing. You hear about people who are having heart attacks who are fucking, they're unconscious, you know what I mean? Some of them are fucking, I never got that lucky, I guess. Just a fucked up chain of events that all lead into a fucked up heart condition. They're not crazy that I smoke. They're not crazy about me smoking weed, but everybody involved tells them that he's better off smoking it. Trust me. A lot better off for those around him. Sad but true. Every beat of my heart induces pain, and weed slows down that rhythm. It slows down the amount of pain that I get per minute. I get myself wound up a lot. I'm down picking fights with union workers, for fuck's sakes. One of the things that bugs me most is the inability to work. Try as I might, I get fucked up. Start doing stupid shit. Even vacuuming. However fucking stupid that sounds. One of the worst things that a heart attack survivor can do is shovel snow because of the amount of exertion you go through. When you think about it, vacuuming. How fucking hard is vacuuming? It's the constant motion, the fucking... and it fucks you up. It's crazy. Heart condition is one of the weirdest things to fucking have to deal with. Unbelievable. I think because of my life history that I wouldn't be eligible for like a donor list for a new heart. But that would scare the fuck out of me anyway. I really would. I don't even know if I could go through with something like that. But because of the AMA, against medical advice, leaving, I just have to get the fuck out of that hospital. Usually I wait till they're done with me medically and they're just letting me lay there for a few days and recoup. I'm like, bullshit. You guys get me a fucking ashtray, a pack of rolling papers, and a big fat sack, and then I'll stay. Because I got a big fat sack and a big fucking box of rolling papers at home that are just fucking screaming for me. And they don't let you smoke weed in the hospital. And they think you're an idiot when you wheel yourself downstairs to go smoke a fatty. But I don't give a fuck. And that's the beautiful part about being me, is I know I'm a fucking asshole. And I don't care. I've pulled myself out of fucking hospitals, wheeled myself downstairs, and I sit outside the door and I light a fucking cannon. And everybody around you's like, what the fuck is he doing? You know what he's doing? He's dying of fucking heart disease, and I'm not going to be told no. Why the fuck can't I go down there and mellow myself out? If it helps me stay in the hospital, the ability to just lay there baked for a little bit and put things into perspective might help a little more. Maybe. But it's medical staff. Most of them view weed as a negative. I understand the negative effects of weed, and yes, there are some. I've made earlier videos on my Wayne 2791 channel and explain that there are ramifications from weed. I listen to guys like Joe Rogan say that there is no fucking ill effects from it, and that's kind of sort of not true. There is. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, and that's probably because I'm baked, but trying to avoid a fucking bypass. That's fucking me up. Trying to quit smoking cigarettes. That's fucking those up around me. But I don't know. Try to smoke enough weed where I can fucking keep mellow. That's my motto. Anyway, take care, guys.